Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Marshall, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about our new assistant coach at NMSU State for the Aggies, the basketball team, Preston Laird. He's actually a former Aggie, not a former Aggie, but he used to be on the coaching staff from 2012 to 2016, so he's returning back to Las Cruces after 8 years. He's making his way back. He's had a great career of coaching, and he even played basketball growing up, and even played college basketball in Memphis, in his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. He was a walk-on there, and then earned a scholarship later on. And he didn't get a whole lot of minutes the 4 years he was there. For those that don't know, if you're a walk-on, you tend not to get a whole lot of minutes. And he was there, and I think he just figured that he'd be a really good coach. I think he knew the game really well. Despite not playing a whole lot in college, he was still good enough to be a walk-on and play Division I basketball and earn a full scholarship. And I think he showed that, he can be an even better coach, and he's done just that. I'm sure he's trying to work his way up to a head coach eventually, probably soon. So I'm not sure how long he's going to be with NMSU for. But since he's already been here before, it's great that we have those ties. I think he even did some school at NMSU a little bit, like some online school. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong with that. But I think I remember reading something where he did graduate with something at NMSU. And I could be wrong with that, but I do remember reading that, I think. I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was until he got signed. It happened last night, Monday. Today's Tuesday is when I saw it. But looking at his past, a lot of people seem to love him and seem to know a lot about him. And he was a really good on the staff 8 years ago. And he was here for a 4-year stretch where he led the Aggies to numerous, WAC titles and postseason runs, NCAA tournament appearances. Weren't able to get an NCAA tournament win. But he did a lot of great things for the program, and he's really respected and loved by the Aggie fans. So we'll see how he does, and hopefully he can come in and just, do what he can do to help us win a lot of games. Another thing I want to mention is, first things first, if you haven't checked out the last video, please go check it out about Pascal Siakam, where I kind of talked about his dominance in the playoffs and how he was able to lead the Pacers to the Eastern Conference Finals despite them losing to the Celtics in 4 games, getting swept. But he still had a great season, and he's one of the greatest Aggies to ever lace him up. And Laird actually coached him, well, not coached him, but helped develop him, because he was there while Siakam was there, while he was there playing. So I feel like that's kind of cool how it connects to the last video I made. Another great player that he's helped work way up, not at NMSU, but is Marquise Noel at some of the other schools that he was coaching at, and I'll get that at later. He helped develop him a little bit into the player he is today. Noel, he's actually I'm not sure if it's Noel or no, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's in the NBA, raised in the G League with the Raptors 905, and the Raptors NBA. Kind of similar to how Pascal Siakam was on the Raptors. So it's cool how that all connects in a way. Let's talk about his college career a little bit. He made 3 straight NCAA appearances when he was at Memphis, and they actually made a Sweet 16 appearance in 2009, I believe. Again, he didn't play a whole lot, but he contributed, did his part on the team to help them be successful. And he was a hometown hero, really great player for them, really great ambassador for Memphis, I would say, for Memphis basketball, being from there and be able to play for them. Whenever you get a hometown guy, it's awesome, because that those guys are usually going to be there for their whole career, or if not most of their career, because they know the city well, and they know the program well, because that's who they grew up watching, or they just know the program really well, better than anybody else that would play there. He was really good coaching at other schools like UNLV. He helped lead them to 20 wins in 2018. As an assistant, I did a lot of great things there, and he was the director of basketball operations before he got promoted to be an assistant coach. So he did a lot of great things there. He also coached the Little Rock Trojans out of Arkansas. We're also a Division I program, mid-major program. He helped them get 21 wins during the COVID year, 1920 season. I guess there was 2 COVID years if you think about 1920 and 2021. But the 1920 season is whenever he was able to help them win a lot of games. And if you get 20 wins in a college basketball season, that's amazing. That really helped. I think that does help the head coach. I think they get a raise if they win 20 plus games. I think it's if you get 19 wins, 22 wins, 25 wins, 20 wins. I'm not too sure, but there's a certain point where you get raises. They also get raises for rival wins too. So he helped his coach get a raise, I'm assuming. So that's always great. He was also recognized as the top 50 most impactful assistant coaches by Silverware Media. So he was just recognized for being a great assistant coach. And with how good an assistant coach he's been throughout the years, I'm expecting him again to get hired as a head coach somewhere, whether it's a Division I team or a little lower level in college, Division II, Division III, NAIA, JUCO. There's no doubt in my mind he'll find that soon. think something that's very underrated in college basketball and just basketball in general is assistant coaches. There are a lot of head coaches that would be better as assistant coaches, in my opinion. A lot of times it just works out better like that. And there's been guys like that in the NBA, like Scott Brooks, who's assistant coach for the Blazers. He was a head coach for the Thunder. He was a pretty good coach, but I feel like he's an even better assistant coach. So that could be a situation with Laird, but I think he'll be a really great head coach when he gets to that point. If he gets to that point, hopefully he does. Hopefully he reaches goals with that. But assistant coaches are really underrated in basketball. They really make a lot of game time decisions. A lot of times, the head coach will look to them for, certain advice or certain tips, or in the NBA, if they need a challenge, look to them. They're really underrated. So I hope that he can come in and bring a winning attitude. He's been a part of a lot of really great winning programs. He's been behind the scenes and all that. So I'm hoping he can bring us the Aggies if we get some 20-win seasons, not this upcoming season. I mean, maybe that'd be great. Just within the near future, within the next 5 years or less, if he could lead us to some great years, some great 21 seasons, maybe help us get back to the NCAA tournament like we're used to doing, or winning our conference, having a chance at it, that'd be great. If he can just bring that winning attitude and atmosphere back to the program, which is something that we need. And again, he was part of the Aggie program when we were a winning team. Again, when we had Pascal Siakam, 2012 to 2016, he was here, not Pascal, but Coach Laird, and they won. They had winning seasons every year, and made it far, in the WAC tournaments, had chances to be successful in the NCAA tournament. So hopefully again he can just bring back that winning nature that New Mexico State and Las Cruces is used to. So that'd be great to have him back. Another thing I want to mention before I close out this video here in a bit is that Coach Jeremy Hart, who was a coach for us this past season at NMSU, he's actually got a new job. He's at SMU as a player development coach there, which is pretty much what he did here at NMSU. Developed a lot of great players, helped Tanaj, Jaden, those guys really develop and fit into the program, and did a lot of great things with us. And he also coached up Marquise Noel when he was at Kansas State year before being at NMSU. So he'll be missed, but it's good that we're finding, I wouldn't say a replacement, but finding new coaches that will come in and hopefully impact winning, and try to be as good as he was, if not better. So we'll see how that all goes, and best of luck to Hart and what he's doing. I talked to him a couple times, he's like a cool, chill dude. As far as I know, the other coaches we had this past season are staying, or I haven't heard anything of anything changing. So we'll just see how it continues to go, and see how Coach Huden continues to do with recruiting. Haven't got any new players this week, but right now we have about 11 to 12 guys on the team. Need a couple more players to fill out all the scholarship spots. I'm assuming by the time school starts back up in August, when I'm back in Cruces, we'll have about 14, 15 guys, and guys always might leave last second. That happens. Sometimes they'll transfer, they come practice for a little bit, and then they don't like the program. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but it happens in some programs. It happened last year with us, with Rakeem Gary. So we'll just see how it all goes, and I know I have a full team ready to go that's going to do their best to win games. It's not always about the most skill you have. It's about how hard you're going to go out there and work. And I feel like we're going to have a more skilled team this year than last season. It's kind of hard putting a team all together in 1 year and expecting to win a lot of games, but I thought we did good under the circumstances we had last year. And I think as long as we just keep improving slowly but surely every year, then we'll be good. We'll be successful. And I can't wait till we get to that point, because I know we will get to that point under Coach Huden. I believe in it, and all Aggie fans should believe in it. Another thing I want to say before I close up the video is I know the background has been, I wouldn't say, boring or anything like that, but I did close the blinds a little bit today. The trees are nice in the back, but I can't wait till I'm back at NMSU. I'll be in the room. I'll be in a new room because I'll be roommates with Jacob again. So it'll be a different background, but it'll still be pretty similar to the background that you guys are used to seeing at NMSU and my dorm room and all that. And I'll have all my NMSU stuff in the background, which would be great. Because a lot of times I make videos like this when I'm talking to the camera and all that. I've had it in the background, but I'm not always talking about just NMSU basketball. So now that I'm literally just on my NMSU, it'll fit the criteria good, and I'll try to make the background to the point where you guys can see. For example, like up here, I'd have like maybe Pistol Pete. Over here, I'd have a poster of the basketball team or something like that. I'll try to figure that all out when I get back there. I can't wait to have that background because I think it's gonna really fit well. It'll be from other sports as well. Some posters from other sports like football, baseball, volleyball, softball, whatever it may be, soccer. But it's going to make the videos pop out and stand out better, I think, and be a lot more fun. So that's all I really had to say. I really appreciate you guys for watching the video. Just wanted to make this video just to touch on the new, coaching news, and I'll continue to make videos. there might be times where like I hear about some news if we sign a player, and I might wait like a couple of days to see if we get any new guys, so I can talk about them all in one video instead of making separate ones. That way the videos can be a little bit longer. Because I'm talking about just one person or one player, one coach, they're only gonna be about 10 to 12 minutes, like the past couple videos I've been. But if I can have a video where I talk about multiple players, you know, be a lot longer, kind of see how they connect. So yeah, we'll see how that all goes. Because like I said, I want to try to make these videos a little bit longer than they have been, because a lot of times they're only 10 to 12 minutes, and I tend to talk fast at times and try to talk slower. But when you're only talking about one certain player, you know, it's not really going to be too long. But again, when you're talking about multiple players, multiple coaches, whatever it may be, you have the chance of having a 20 to 30 minute video. Another thing I'm excited too is obviously when the season starts, there'll be a lot of games. Obviously there'll be about 31 games like usual for college basketball teams. And if, you know, when they make the Conference USA tournament, or if they even go farther than that, there'll be games to talk about, and I'll give, you know, analysis on the games. So those videos will tend to be a lot longer too. So just bear with me. I'm trying to make these videos as well as they can. Try to take more time, I'm putting in a lot of effort, but I want to, you know, try to be more wise and just make them better than they already are. I wouldn't say better than they already are, but just try to improve each and every video, and hopefully I'm doing that. And you know, I really do appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and just please, you know, keep liking the videos, subscribe if you haven't already, suggest this to your friends if they like Aggie basketball. They can always join in, subscribe, that'd be great. And then hear from you guys' feedback, comment on the videos. That always helps me out a lot. Helps get a routine going, helps me build more of an audience, so that'd be great. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys and your input on everything, and that's all I have to say. So I'm out.